Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Enfranchisement Collective. We are so happy to have you here. I am Omene Afua L, or Omene L to most of you. And if you are here, you are deeply connected to somebody that I love, or you know me directly. So I am coming really quickly with just a few tips and information on who we are and what we do and what you can expect moving forward when you are updating your flower and when you are bringing in your fires. Yes. So as you know, our first investment is the flower, and we will actually be investing in other compounded interest accounts, and we're going to just grow this group because we all are a group of like-minded beings who are out to create generational wealth and residual income for our families and our communities and ourselves. And with that said, I will talk a little bit about just how to update your flower and what that means when you're sort of maintaining your flower. It's not a lot. I know people, it may sound like, oh my gosh, I have to admin my flower, and Omena, why? Like, why would you make us do this? But I promise you, our model is each one teach one, right? When you are working together in the collective and you really have a similar mindset, that's why I said we're all like-minded individuals. We have the same mindset, the same goals. We want to win, okay? And so that's what we're here to do, and that's what I'm here to do. You are not in this collective by yourself. This is a private group. You do have to be invited in. We have a serious vetting process. I know most of us here, oh, I have to bring 2 people. I don't really want to do that, but I'm here to tell you, you hear that in the background? We letting these dollars circulate. And in order for the dollars to circulate, it takes the people. This is not a pyramid scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It works when the collective works it. So, of course, when you have a group, yes, people get tired. People have other commitments in lives. Most of us are entrepreneurs. We're professionals. We're couples. We're singles. We have families. We're independent contractors. Like, there's many things that we're doing outside of this flower. So, really quickly, we have 5 steps that we're going to discuss today. And the biggest thing we want you to look at is your why, right? My why is a few things. I've struggled financially for a very long time, and I am no longer in that mindset. I finally grasped the energy of currency and money, which has nothing to do with a paper dollar that you get or you receive, or working hard at a job, which actually, by the way, is the biggest pyramid scheme, because you basically are the slave and you have a master and an overseer, and they tell you how much you're going to get paid. They tell you how many hours you can work. They tell you what your position is, and usually will stack more work on top of what it is your position was originally explained that you would be doing. So here, the work that you do pretty much is knowing that who you are, and I know I'm speaking to you directly, and right? Who you are is a being of light. Who you are is a being of power. It's no way that you have manifested in this world and you're connected to me and connected to the person who brought you in and not know 2 people, and 2 people who knows 2 people. Like, step outside of the assumption. I'm going to ask each of you to not make any assumptions. Step outside of the assumption of what you think this is and just be open, right? So, quickly, when you come into the flower, there are 4 weeks and 4 elements, which is so amazing. The first week, all the fires are coming in week 1, okay? They are gifting their $500 to the person who is in week 4 in the water position. What are the 4 elements? Fire, air or wind, earth, and water. And what happens is you move through the stages of the flower in a 4-week cycle. And what's so amazing about that is you're coming into this cycle, this 4-week cycle, with your friends and your family, okay? You're gifting actually to either your friend's friend or somebody who's connected to your friend, right, or your family. And so in week 1, the fires, once they pay their gift, they have to bring in 2 people. Their 2 people are going to come in the following Sunday. We work in a Sunday cycle, okay? When your fires come in, when the fires come in, there are 2 people. It moves the fire into the air position, okay? And from that, you just keep moving up the flower. All right, so with our particular flower, the way we do things is step 1. When you join, you have to take the names of your fires, of the 2 people that are coming in behind you, right? You get their name, you get their number, you get their email, and you also have to collect their cash apps. Why is this important? Because we need to know who we're paying, right? In our group, we don't. I'm the admin, but I don't hold anybody's money. You're not sending anything to me. I'm not managing anybody's money. This is not a susu, okay? And so what you do is you give that money directly to the person in a water position. So this is why we collect that information. I have done the most amazing job for most of you, and that there is not much that you have to do other than gather that step 1 information of name, number, email, and the person's cash app. We have a document that has been created by myself. It's a spreadsheet, and each week that your fires are coming in, the second step you're going to do is you're going to open up that spreadsheet and you're going to enter that information of the name, email, mobile number, and cash apps into the spreadsheet. It's that simple. And you're going to, of course, document the gift that they're coming in with, right? Is it $500 if they take up 2 positions and they, and it's $1,000, whatever it is, you're going to enter the gift amount that the person is coming in with, right? Step 3, once you have done that, you have entered that information, you are now going to send out email. You're going to email the documents. Oh, sorry. Before emailing, step 3 actually is updating the flower. So we also have a template for the flower. It is super easy, you all. It's a PDF, and it's a fillable PDF where you simply enter only your name and the air position and your 2 fires. That is all you are doing, okay? For your flower when you come in, right? You're going to enter your name, you will be in the air position, and your 2 fires. That's all you're entering. The flower operates in a clockwise position. So you always want to make sure that when you're entering your name, you just know that it's going to go down, right, to the next position in clockwise form. That's not really important. Point is you're only entering your name and your 2 fires' names. That is it in the flower. That is step 3. Okay? Step 4 is actually taking all of the documents that I have created, which is our welcome letter, the general information letter, which you actually all can send out to your fires before they come in on Sunday so that they know who we are, our why, and how we operate as a flower. Okay, so you have the welcome letter email with all of our Zooms. We actually have Zooms every week on a Tuesday. You have the general information. You have the spreadsheet with everybody's email, name, mobile number, cash apps, right? All of that is in there. And then the 4th thing is the flower, right? You have to attach the flower. Once you fill out the information of the flower, just save it, send it to your people, and as everyone comes in and they fill out the flower, you'll know who is in what position, okay? That is step 4. Step 5 is giving your 2 fires the person name who is in the water position. They have the name of the person in the water position. They can go to that spreadsheet and they can look up the person's cash apps. If you want to take another step, you can actually include, once they give their names, you can include the person in the water position's cash apps, right? So if they take Zelle, Venmo, whatever it is that they take, you want to list those things and you want to say, hey, here is how this person receives their payments, okay? So it's that simple, you all. That is what it means to update a flower. Step 1, all you're doing is getting the name, email, number, and the cash apps of your 2 people only. That is all you have to do, one time. This is a one-time deal. This is not okay, now when my 2 people, their fires come in, their 2 people come in, I got to do it for their 2 people. No, because those 2 people who you've done it for, they're going to do it for their 2. Then their 2 are going to do it for their 2, okay? So this is a one-time thing. You all got spoiled with me because what I did was I actually did this. I filled out all of this information and was taking everything from everybody thus far who's come into the flower, okay? So again, step 1, you're taking the name, email, mobile number, and the cash app of the person, and you're entering it into our lovely spreadsheet that I have graciously made and created, and that is it, right? Okay, second thing that you're doing is you are what did I say was the second step? Lord have mercy. So it's, forgive me, it's like super late in the morning right now because this is how I be up working for you all. But yes, so step 1 is taking the name. Step 2 is putting that information into the spreadsheet. That's step 2. Step 3 is updating the flower by adding your name in the wind position or air position and your 2 people in the fire position. Step 4 is emailing the welcome document, the general information document, the spreadsheet, and the flower. Those are 4 things that you email to only your 2 people. This is a one-time thing. And then step 5 is giving your 2 people the name of the person who's in the water position. And if you want, you can give them their cash app, or your 2 people can look up in the spreadsheet that you're sending and they can get that information, okay? It's up to the 2. It's up to whoever is sending this information out and how comfortable you feel with doing that, okay? While you're doing this, you're going to be explaining this to your 2 fires so that they can get ready the following Sunday, right? That will be coming to do it for their 2 people. That is simply it, you all. Don't get caught up in this mindset of like, God, I gotta manage a flower. That's like difficult and challenging, or adminning a flower. What I'm doing is not what you all have to do or what you will be doing, okay? So that's how you update a flower. That's who we are, okay? Lady Black and is actually working on a presentation that we can give. But in the meantime, check the next slide out. We will have a video posted that pretty much explains, right, like exactly how we're going to be running our flower. There's a difference. The difference is that you just can't come in this group and then leave. There is a 6-month minimum commitment in this flower. When you like let's say life happens, and I mean really happens, on some like, a car crash, I'm in a hospital, I gotta pay this bill, I can't really maintain, and I can't do anything right now, right? I just can't even think about calling somebody or trying to figure out like who's gonna come in after my 2. Don't mean to be that drastic, but yes, if life is happening like that, right, then just reach out and let whoever brought you in know. You also have my number and my information. You can let me know. And then what we will do is, as a group, come together to find somebody to take over your spot. If it's temporary, cool. If not, we'll figure out a way to put you back in, okay, into the flower. So once you go through a complete cycle of being paid out or watered, right, Your flower is locked, and the 8 people who are watering you now become the people who pay into your flower residually. Those 8 people. And they do that once they all go through also the flower and they are watered. Yes? Okay? That's how that happens. Now, when you are watered, the person you pay into is the flower. The flower you pay into is of the person who you originally paid and who bought you in. And so that's how that happens. Whoever's fire you were when you entered that flower and they were being watered, that is who you pay your money to until you become watered. Okay? And those 8 fires that just paid you and watered you, they will then also, once they go through each 4 cycles of the flower, they will then pay you residually. Okay? It's not the same thing as the flower splitting. The flower splits, there are 4 ears, right? It splits in half, and so 1/2, right, of the flower is actually being separated into flower A, and the other half is being separated into flower B. And you have 16 people waiting. So therefore, there are 8 people on one side and 8 people on the other side, okay? And those people who are in the earth position, they're getting paid, right? Also, the following week, they will be watered, okay? So your people really do follow you. They really do. Because everybody in my flower who I've bought in after me will be watering Sharice as well. Okay? So they were fires who watered her as well. She bought in 4 spots on her flower. She basically purchased her whole flower and just brought 8 people in. Okay? At one time. This is how that happened. And stay tuned for testimonials. I'm getting watered this Sunday, which is July 26th. So if you have fires that you all are bringing in, let them know. They will be watering me. I'm very gracious and appreciative. Again, my why is I will be moving, and I'm right now in the process of clearing up my credit, and I know that I need to pay someone to do that. And when I move, I will not be renting anymore. I will be purchasing. So your gracious gifts that you're giving me will help me to do that. Now, for people who are afraid of the IRS, you will see this in the video. I don't want to be super lengthy. It's already 18 minutes. But just know that you have up to $15,000 that you can actually gift somebody. If you don't want to believe me, you don't believe what I'm saying, you're skeptical, just go into IRS and I forget the code, but it's on page 30 of gift giving, right? So page 30, it'll talk about giving gifts and donations and things of that nature, and you will see in there on page 30 that you have up until $15,000 to gift somebody. That is per person. That is not total. So people who are receiving, okay.